Hello everybody and welcome to my new Let's Play on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This has quickly become quite possibly my favorite game of all time, right up there with Pikmin 2. This is a really good game. This originally came out on the Wii, but I'm playing the re-release on the Switch. If this artwork is anything to go by, this game is gorgeous. The music is some of the best I've seen in a video game, the writing is phenomenal, the voice acting is great, but anyway, without any further ado, let's get into it.
Long ago, the world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined. Then two great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The Titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last, only their lifeless corpses remained. Eons have passed. Now, our world, this vast land stretching across the remains of the Bionis, is under attack from a relentless force known as the Mechon. Retreat! Retreat! Get away from me! Retreat! No retreat! The Mechon's unknown! No! No!
They're advancing down our weak right flank. For a bunch of soulless machines, they seem to know a thing or two. But we'll see.
Young man, we've been given the order to retreat. We're pulling back the line to Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Count me in. We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What?
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Stupid beast. Your body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
Getting short-sighted in your old age, Dixon. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm still in control.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast.
let's do this.
I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Oi, you two! We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving!
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave is approaching!
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah! Ha! What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
Oh, quite the pleasant lad he is. Anyway, so we have our introduction to battle here. Press LRR to target a monster. So in our party here we've got Dunban with the Monado, Dixon with his saber, gun, sword hybrid, and Mumkar with his claws. Target an enemy to display the battle palette, select the fight icon, and press A to start the battle. So we're up against two Mechon... Are there two or three? Oh. I guess approach the auto attack. Oh, there's 3 Mechon total. So as the thing was just saying there, going up to an enemy while you're engaged in battle, your character will auto attack for you. Over time, your arts will recharge and you'll be able to use them. Right off the bat here, I've got Monado Enchant. So normally, physical attacks are not able to damage the Mechon unless those physical attacks are from the Monado. Some attacks can still damage Mechon, even without Monado Enchant. And an example of that would be Dixon's Thunderbolt, which is an ether-based attack. There, just did 314 damage, but if I want to have everyone be able to hit the Mechon with physical attacks, then I use Monado Enchant. My other art is Monado Buster, which does a ton of damage to Mechon. Here we got one last enemy, a Mechon M82. Let's take him out. Auto-attacking will recharge these arts. At least for now. But this is only for the Monado.
You gotta be kidding!
It's their main force. Looks like the Mechon are hell-bent on taking us out.
They'll have to be if they want to beat us. Now, let's even the odds a bit.
You heard him.
Dixon, Mumkar, let's do this.
Dunban! I ain't going down that easily. Dunban! You alright?
What does it look like? I'm still good to go.
Guess even a hero's gotta reach his limit eventually.
Mumkar, what are you doing? That way is...
Sorry, brothers. Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So have fun keeping them occupied for me. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Mumkar, you dirty...
Now, don't worry. I'll organize your funerals. Well, see you, boys.
Wait!
Huh? If this is a joke, it ain't funny. Looks like this is it. At least we know our luck can't get any worse from here. Dunban?
Dixon, take care of the survivors.
Dunban, what are you playing at?
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. That thing's gonna be mine! Oh no, please! No!
Vile Mechon. If you think the Homs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off, you are sorely mistaken.
A Mechon M71? I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries. Oh, no good. It's broken. The joint section. It's buckled. It's completely useless. Ugh. Huh? An M69! Its armor would be perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to... Shoot! Ryan! It's not a Mechon. It's just a Crabble. It was using the Mechon armor as a shell.
I'll lure it away and topple it. When it's down, use your arts to finish it off.
Well, here we are at the Mechon wreckage site, and no longer are we in control of Dunban, Hulk Hogan, and dystopian Waluigi, but now we've got the guy from Smash Bros. And his friend Patrick Star. Just kidding. So we got Shulk and Rhine. This is getting into Shulk's arts, which are backslash, which does more damage when you attack from behind the enemy. In this, instead of before where the arts recharged by auto-attacking, your Talon art, in this case Turn Strike, recharges with auto-attacks, but every other art recharges just over time. We've also got Light Heal, which it heals. It's a nice recovery art. Turn Strike, Shulk's Talon art, will inflict Break, which is a status you can inflict upon enemies. Enemies that are broken can be toppled by topple arts. Rhine happens to have one of those, but we'll get into that. This is going for aggro rings, so the character with the red ring around them currently has the enemy's attention and will receive the attacks from the enemy that aren't AoE. The green ring prevents us from escaping. As these are scripted fights, we do need to take down these caterpiles.
Thanks, Ryan. That was a close one.
Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself? Stay where I can keep an eye on you. It's pretty dangerous outside of the colony. There are all kinds of monsters.
Yeah, but thanks to you, we got its shell. Everyone in the colony's gonna be really happy.
I'm more worried about you than the shell. Oh, whatever. Knowing what you're like, at least you'll make a decent weapon out of it. This scrap driver's excellent.
I just learned by watching Dixon make weapons.
Of course, Dunban's weapon still beats them all.
The Monado. I hope I can figure out the secret of his power one day.
You will, Shulk. Anyway, we better get back to the colony. If I'm late for drills again, old Square Tash is gonna kill me.
Square Tash? Oh, the Defense Force Colonel. He's pretty scary.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to come all the way out here during your break.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back.
Alright, this is just telling us about cameras, how to save the game. We can review tutorials at any time. So, defeating enemies, they'll drop treasure chests. Here we have a wooden treasure chest. There are 3 rarities of treasure chests. We've got wooden, silver, and gold. Right here you can see we got a broken antenna, which is a common item, hence the small bag. And we actually got a rare item that the caterpiles drop, in this case, caterpile syrup. We can just take all and be on our way. Around this area we've got a whole bunch of other enemies, such as little bunnets and little scooters, who I'm pretty sure is a character from, what's that, Putt Putt Saves the Zoo? It's a very obscure game reference. I'm sure someone out there. Oh, there we go. Ryan actually toppled the enemy with Wild Down, and we got a silver treasure chest. Silver treasure chests are guaranteed to drop the rare drop, in this case Bunnet Paw, and they also drop crystals, which we'll be getting into later. With crystals, basically, we can upgrade our guns, but we can't... not guns. Jeez, what am I playing? Zombies? Upgrade our weapons. In this case, we can't do it just yet. Here we got a little skeeter, which I am 100% sure is a character from Putt Putt Saves the Zoo. If anyone has any idea what I'm talking about, a legend, man. Absolute legend. Let's use light heal on Ryan.
I'm feeling it. Right, I can always count on you. Nothing's gonna touch you as long as I'm around.
Yep. After battle, every now and then, depending on your party, characters will actually talk to each other. Really nice touches. Sometimes it's just generic quotes, but other times it's like character-specific quotes, if you have specific parties out. Some of those can be really, really funny. Anyway, this blue orb that I just picked up is a collectible. So we have a Collectopedia, in this case we got a strong dandelion. Let me go to Collectopedia. So in each area, there's a whole bunch of collectibles that you can collect and put them in the Collectopedia. And it'll give you like a little quote on the item. Strong dandelion, known for its small black petals. The roots make a throat medicine. And completing all, or getting all the collectibles in each category will net you nice bonuses in weapons and upgrades to weapons and a whole bunch of things. And then also completing every category in each area will net you even greater rewards as well. This game also has a very complex, or not complex, a very thorough achievement system. There's 150 records and 50 trials that you can accomplish if you set out for them. And of course, you'll get XP for doing these achievements. We'll do one more battle against some little bunnets. So there are different types of enemies. These enemies will not attack unless they are attacked. Up top you can see the enemy's level. Oh, Shulk just learned a new art, as well as we got an affinity coin, which I'll get into later. Let's check out Shulk's new... Oh, here we got equipment. Shulk's rocking the junk sword and colony attire, and Ryan's rocking the scrap driver and a whole bunch of middle attire. One new thing added to this game that wasn't in the original is you can actually change their appearance. So like, I guess we'll get into this later, but changing their equipment will also change their appearance. But like, let's say you really like how Shulk looks in his default colony outfit. You can set any equipment on, and regardless of what you put there, you can set his appearance just so he has the colony stuff, which is pretty neat if you're into that. Granted, you can make him go shirtless the entire game, and no one will know what your equipment you're rocking. So there you go. If you wanted to get his Smash 8th alt. Grabbing some collectibles on the way. So far, controls in this area is pretty much just run and jump. Some red lettuce. Oh, excuse me, Caterpillar. This little Skeeter has caught my attention, he'll die. It's a good time to show off Shulk's new art. He's got Slit Edge. So Shulk plays somewhat of a glass cannon. He can do a lot of damage, but he also takes a lot of damage, where Ryan plays more as a tank. The best play would be to have Ryan draw the aggro, and then have Shulk get in position where he can either do a backslash, or his new art, as we saw there, was Slit Edge, which does more damage from the side. Anyway, here we are at Colony 9.
Here we are. I better stop in at HQ. You off to the weapon development lab?
Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use.
All right. See you later.
So Ryan has left our party. Here we have our introduction to shops. And we can sell loot that we've acquired via fighting enemies. There's also a whole bunch of small side quests that NPCs around town will give you. And there's even trading. I actually missed this for like the first half of my first playthrough of this game. But yeah, pressing Y on named individuals will let you trade with them. You can kind of barter some of the stuff that you found, and they'll give you certain items in exchange. Of course, with quests you get XP. So these landmarks, I should explain. Here we got the commercial district. Pressing the Y button pulls up the minimap. This area is huge, by the way. But these landmarks, if you were to lose in battle, you would respawn at a landmark, and you can also skip travel to a landmark that you've already been to. You got an achievement doing so. So yeah, so here we are in the commercial district. There's a whole bunch of named NPCs, which if you talk to her, can you come here? Thank you. Okay. So now, that person is actually registered on our affinity chart in the Colony 9 area. You can see her name is Liliana, and this is her dad. Time active from 9 a.m. to 18. Or I guess I should just say 6 p.m. Or I could say 900 to 1800. Anyway, whatever. What was the point I was making? Right, so the affinity chart. The affinity chart is a cool way of tracking NPCs. Like, let's say there was one that gave you a side quest and you wanted to know where to find them or who it was. You can check your affinity chart and see where they like to hang out and what times they're active. As, you know, NPCs, they'll go to bed, they'll do stuff. Certain NPCs only come out at certain times of the day. It's kind of neat. It's like Majora's Mask, getting to learn everyone's, like, schedules. Pretty neat. And let's try trading with Dorothy here. Trade? No problem. So right now we can see that she's offering Regnus gear or a small shell. What if I were to trade you a small shell for the small shell? Genius! I made off like a bandit. Anyway, we got a whole bunch of non-named NPCs, which are just Colony 9 residents. Ah, here's Marcia with the first example of a side quest. Dearie me, my grandsons are having quite the altercation, and now to get the upper hand they are both in training. That doesn't sound good. Have you ever heard anything so ridiculous? I certainly haven't. I do hope the younger of the two wins, though. He is my flesh and blood, after all. That's why I'd like someone to take him the biscuits I've made. It might encourage him to train harder. I'm most grateful. My legs aren't what they used to be, you see. Even getting to the residential district is awkward. I'll make you some biscuits. No problem. Leave it to me. Make sure my grandson gets those biscuits. All of them, preferably. So yeah. A nice old lady. Just wanted to make her grandson some biscuits. Here we have the commercial district. This is where all the shops are set up. There's a curry shop there. Heading this way, north to town. Let's see what we got over here. Here's the Gem Man stall. He'll become important later. So let's lend him an ear. Hello there, young'un. I got something that might interest you. Rather, something to tell you. It's about this here furnace. When creatures die, they leave ether crystals behind. Everyone knows that, don't they? Ether particles in the body are... Oops, that stuff's too complicated. Just remember that creatures drop ether crystals when they die. But I haven't got to the best part yet. Ready? Don't be shocked. This furnace compresses ether crystals and removes impurities. You use it to make ether gems. What? No reaction? Kids these days. You don't know how amazing this thing is. You can use the furnace to make ether gems. They've got the powers of ether crystals, but highly condensed. Those ether gems can give you all sorts of powers. They're great for use in the home or by the defense force. Just put them in weapons or armor with slots. What? That's not much of a reaction. Never mind. It'd probably be quicker for you to try it. If you want to give it a try, just put gems in your weapon slots. That weapon of yours will do fine. And he gives us 2 gems to start out with, Strength up 2 and HP up 2. So let's go ahead and equip those right now. We go to change equipment, and you'll see here that Shulk's Junk Sword has 2 slots for weapons. So let's equip both of them. We got Strength up 2, which increases strength by 20. That'll, I believe, increase auto attack and standard attack. And HP up, which increases maximum HP by 12%. And we get an achievement doing so. Neat. And now, non-named NPCs will also give quests, but these are very generic quests that can be found in multiple areas. Like here, he wants us to take down some hand bonnets. And they usually give more than 1 quest at a time if they're non-named.
Hi there.
Yep, now he wants me to pummel some beach crabbles. And again, got attacked on Tefra Hill by wood bonnets. Anything else, sir?
Hi there.
Yep, you know what light skeeters look like, don't you? Okay, yep, I'll take them out. Poor skeeters. And here we've got Paula. She likes rhyme. Anyway. Did I mention this area is absolutely massive? One of my favorite parts of this game is if you can see it, you can go to it. That shore all the way over there, you can do it. All those, like the rocks all the way over down there, you can go there. Over there, you can go there. This area is massive, and this game has so many areas like this. And over here is the military district. It's a nice little spiel on landmarks. Let's see what's over here.
You idiots! What the hell are you playing at?
Uh-oh. The Colonel's gonna explode.
Crashing the mobile artillery into a house. How long have you been in the Force?
Sorry, sir. It's just that we were trying to go as fast as we could, like you ordered.
But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 40 seconds.
I don't want any excuses. Champions don't whine, they win.
Yes, sir.
You're a disgrace to the uniform. Are you forgetting the shame you brought on this force during joint maneuvers with Colony 6? Stick your back into it, maggots! Move it!
Yes, sir.
Get the artillery back to the military district, double time! Then I want 1,000,000 press-ups from both of you, and you better not stop until your biceps explode!
Colonel, we can't move the artillery.
What? You better give a damn good reason why.
Sir, the impact of the crash damaged the ether conduction cable. The ether fuel proceeded to leak out, and now the cylinder is empty.
Well, change the cylinder then! Can't you even do something as simple as that?
The auxiliary cylinders have all been used up. It'll be 3 days until more come in, sir.
I told you to keep a stock of fuel in reserve!
Sorry, sir.
You're nothing but slackers!
Same old Colonel. At this rate, the men will all be dead before they see any action.
Vanguard is an absolute treat. Anyway, on that note, I think we're going to end things off here. So next time on Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, we'll be heading down into Shulk's laboratory and seeing what waits us there. See you all then.